I'm sorry about that. It timed out before I could finish. So, like I was saying, it's up to pretty much everyone to like save the world, stop this from happening, and that's how that one will end. Like that will be it. Ellen and I will be together, kind of live happily ever after. Let's say. Um, the other thing that's happening that's wrong with the Death Note film is they're putting stuff into it that was never in the anime to begin with. They're putting more violence, more nudity, more language, and it's a real bad idea. And Netflix is afraid they won't get an R rating, but they'll probably get like a TVMA because that is so wrong. And they have L like out in public showing his face to everyone and being like, here I am. I'm going to give a speech, tell you how we're going to catch this person, Kira. But in the anime, he never reveals himself until the hotel sequence where everyone sees him. You mainly just hear his voice from a screen with the letter L on it, and that puts mystery into who he is, what he's doing, and why he's there. And I think if they were to redo it, it would work so well. With the GoFundMe page, I'm trying to raise about 5 mil or so to help make this possible. And I need all the help I can get. So please help me out. And the other one that's coming out soon is Bleach. Wonderful series. There are 4 films to the series. Hold on. Already. There's Memories of Nobody, which is the first film, which centers around Senna, this girl right here who has a pretty bizarre history. She's actually this jewel that holds the memories and stuff. And it's up to Ichigo and everyone to try and save her from this guy and his team. They eventually do. The second one is the Diamond Dust Rebellion. This one focuses on something kind of serious. It focuses around Toshiro's like possible betrayal to the Soul Society. But really, what happens is this guy, he's an old friend of Toshiro's, now an enemy. And he has the same exact thing as him, but it doesn't work. So there's fighting, anger, hatred, some death, but it's good. Then there's Fate to Black, which is the third film. This one deals with something everyone goes through: friendship, loss of a friend, what it means, and how you can overcome it. And that's kind of the plot of this one. It's pretty amazing. Then the last one that was made for anime was Hellverse. This one deals with something pretty serious as well. Ichigo's younger sister, Yuzu, and Karin, his other sister, they were about to be taken into hell by these really evil people. But this guy, Kokuto, right here, saved Karin, and he takes them all into hell to try and save her. But in the process, Ichigo finds out this guy is actually really the main villain. And he has to stop him to save his sister and everyone from hell on earth. So that's basically the plot of Hellverse. And then there was a a special called the Wild Sword Frenzy. Um, that was okay. I've kind of been working on an idea for a film as well. It would be like the fifth and sixth one. Um, the fifth one is called War for Eternity. That one deals with a new character called Kusasaka Suigetsu. I know it sounds like a Bankai Zanbato, but he isn't. His is interesting. It's what I created called Zarkrathian, which is a gigantic like sea monster, sort of based around Cthulhu almost. And what he what makes him important to the story is all of the villains from the series and the past four films come back to sort of destroy the Soul Society once and for all. And Kusasaka Suigetsu has to make a choice. Do I save everyone and be a hero, or do I help the villains destroy the Soul Society and everything? Then after that comes the sixth film, The Secret Soul Reaper and the Unanswered Call. That one deals with his twin brother, Connemara Bane. See, Connemara is another new character. He's someone who's very interesting. He doesn't realize he's a Soul Reaper at the time because his brother had wiped his memory of that and didn't want him to be in trouble. But as he grows up and he goes to Ichigo's school as a new student, everyone, mainly Ichigo, Renji, Orihime, basically everyone, can feel this enormous spiritual pressure coming from the sky. And Ichigo and the others corner him in the hall by his locker, and Ichigo slams him up against it and starts to ask him, "Where are you from? How do you have this pressure? It's insane. You shouldn't. This is impossible. You're human." Then at that point, Rukia and the others come in and they explain the whole thing, how this guy is actually a Soul Reaper, but he doesn't know it. And his power is so strong that it like rivals Kenpachi's Zarakai's and Captain Yamamoto's. And that frightens quite a few people. So what ends up happening is Connemara is taken to Kisuke's tea shop, where he is given his brother's sword. He remembers everything. He trained to be a Soul Reaper. And as he's leaving, he has a mod soul with him named Kiana, or Kilala, whatever. Anyway, he doesn't have a place to live. So he's hiding underneath this bridge and it's just pouring rain. So Ichigo comes across him and he offers him a place to stay in his home. So they go there, and once there, you would normally see Ichigo like pile drive his dad into the ground, but because Konomona is the type of person who likes to protect his friends when he has them, does it to Isen instead of Ichigo, which ends up causing Ichigo and his sisters to just crack up laughing like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you did that." And he gets frightened very easily. I'm making a YouTube video.
Like, who the hell are you talking to?
Sorry. That was my brother. Anyway, he makes he is frightened very easily. He gets tapped on his shoulder by Ethan. Boom, pile drives him again. At that point, they laugh again, eat dinner, um, go to bed. Ichigo lets him have his bed, and he sleeps on the ground on a inflatable mattress. At that point, it starts to get a little iffy because there's a sex scene. Let's just say that. I ain't going into detail. Afterwards, it's like they're in love with each other, and Ichigo and Rukia and everyone are kind of like, what? And along the way, he has to end up saving everyone, and it's a long journey. Now, back to the live action one. Peter Siegel, who's done several Adam Sandler films, not really action films, more comedy, wants to direct a film. He's the producer, would say good enough. He can do the comedy bits, even though there aren't a lot. Um, but the people that several fans think could play him is, or direct the film are the Wachowskis, who've done such films as The Matrix trilogy, which was great, and part of the movie Cloud Atlas. If you don't know that one, watch it, and there's a sort of futuristic Korean type thing. And they are very heavily like in with anime and are big fans. So it's really important that they do this. Now, like I said with the Death Note thing I'm doing, there's another one for my Yu-Gi-Oh films. I need the same amount, so if anyone can help with both of those, that would be great. Bye.